Okay, as I'm telling you that life has, I was explaining about a menu. Um, it's like for me, I see life. Um, you have different things that you can choose from, and you eat the things that you like. So, being in this experience, I observe a lot. I observe myself, I observe other people, and I see that many times we eat things that we don't like. We will experience things like we'll have friends that we don't really like them and we're still with them, even partners, jobs. And so we're here to try things, experience and taste, and what you like the best, you keep. Like you have a favorite pair of pants that you wear, they're so comfy, a pair of shoes, you wear them all the time until you get something new, right? Okay. I will tell you of an experience that I had that's very interesting. And how the universe has taught me how to show me that I was not honoring myself. Okay, when I worked at the health department, I had a very close friend, and one of the workers there, she was a therapist, a psychologist, and on Wednesdays we would go and eat out to our favorite restaurant, and we would order the same thing, both of us, because we loved the hummus platter. You know, hummus platters, delicious, just amazing, and with our tea. So this one particular time, I ordered the hummus platter, and my friend, this she did as well. And then I noticed that someone walked by with a tray, and on this tray was the sandwich with all these avocado slices in between. And I thought, that looks delectable because I love avocados. So I thought, I want that instead. And then my friend says, oh, you're going to change? Oh, but that looks so good. And I love avocados. And it looked like some crusty bread. And I thought, oh, I think I'm going to want that. So I called the waiter back and I changed my mind. Well, they come with my plate. And it was actually a turkey sandwich, I believe it was, with this, with avocado. He brings my platter, and the first bite that I take, everything kind of squished out of my sandwich, and I noticed there weren't that many slices of avocado, and it was warm. And it was like with mayonnaise, but it was so warm, and it had pieces of bacon with turkey, and it was not appealing. It didn't taste good to me. But the worst of it all was that feeling of dissatisfaction that I felt, and I felt it like I've explained to you guys. I feel things deeply, deeply to the core of myself. Now, here I had a matrix moment. When I say that, now this is going to be a paranormal experience, one of them that I've had. While I was sitting there, everything stopped. People were walking, moving. My friend was sitting there eating her food, and then everything became immobile. Nothing was moving, just like it froze in time. And then I heard in my mind, as loud as I am speaking to you right now, I heard these words: why do you partake of things that you do not like? And again, why do you partake of things that you do not like? And then one more time, why do you partake of things that you do not like? And I heard this and I felt it to the most deepest part of my soul. I changed my mind from the hummus platter to this sandwich that had avocado on it. I was completely displeased, and then the tears came. And then I came out of that moment. It seemed like 5 minutes, but it happened in an instant. everyone was not moving. And when I heard the voice telling me that, I heard it like if it was someone that had, like loudspeakers right here 3 times. And it was in a beautiful voice. Why do you partake of things that you do not like? Okay, when I came out of it, my friends saw me that I was like devastated, and I had to stop. I got up, ran to the bathroom, and I just sat there. I closed the little thing, the bathroom door. I sat there and I cried. I know it was just a platter of food. I changed my mind. But the universe is showing me, and it has shown me always. But I was blinders on. I was not noticing. I was not listening. But I'm becoming more. My being is alert. And when I realized that I had done a disservice to myself, I promised myself from then on that I would never partake of anything that I did not delight in, that my tummy was not going to be happy with it. I would only eat the things that I loved, and not just with foods, but also like I will read the book that I want to read. I will experience that what makes me happy. Okay. So I have to tell you that this did not happen from one day to the next. This occurred, it's been happening for a while now. I was married for 21 years, and I have a little family. I lived abroad, and when I returned to the United States, I went through a divorce. Now, we all go through divorces, it's nothing new. Some are more chaotic than others. And with that said, I realized that the lessons that I've been learning throughout all this time, due to that experience, it helped me find who I was. As a child, I've known that I'm different. I've always known that I'm different, and I could not. Where do I fit? Where do I belong? When this divorce came, I was devastated, and because I was devastated, my little family also. You know that a mother, she is the pillar of the home, and it affected my children too. I don't want to speak of all the personal things, but I'm just going to let you know how it affected me. I reacted to this when I was told that the marriage was not, they didn't want the marriage anymore. And I will mention though that because for me it was a double whammy. It was the father of my children, and then a person that I consider to be one of my best friends. They decided to go together. So it was very painful for me. But this experience, it took many years for me to heal from that. But I must say that I learned about self-worth, something that I didn't have before. I learned about self-reliance, my own self-reliance, about self-love, about what made me be me, and where were my strengths, and what was I relying on. And I discovered the strengths in me, something that I did not even think that I had, because I had no self-esteem. I didn't believe in myself. And I've realized that, learned from this experience and from many other experiences that I've had, we're the ones that hurt ourselves the most. Once we experience something, we react to it, and then we decide how we're going to react. It just happens if you're not grounded, and I wasn't grounded. But I found, and within myself, I found 7 things I have within me that had started to help me. I had a determination to get better, to feel better, and to work with me. I had faith, first of all, but I had the determination. and I had a passion for life. I've always had a passion for life. I surrendered to myself, and I endured. I had patience, and I was committed to myself to find a way out of this and create a better life for myself and find the best self out of all of this. And today I can tell you that I feel truly and genuinely that I'm not better than anyone else, but I am a superior being. I'm not just here taking space. I am a divine being like all of you are, but I know this without limitations. And I feel that nothing nor anyone can disturb my inner peace unless I allow them. But I must hold my ground and my equilibrium. I solely place this on my creator, on the being that created me, that made me, put me in this place. But I must tell you, this it took me a long time, because this happened when I moved here from Europe, and in the year 97 and 98, I was told that this marriage was done. It took me many years to go through, and I will not go into the details, but I did try to take my life 3 times. And each time they were I was divine interventions that helped me, that did not, I was supposed to still be here. And I've been inspired to find the best me. And I must say that when people say, oh, he completes me, or oh, she completes me, I smile and kind of like, okay, no one can complete you. You need to complete you first. You need to fill your cup. Your cup needs to be full before you give anything of yourself to anyone. I have found that love, it's not the love that I thought back before this happened to me. Love is a little word, Love, but this word holds so much wisdom, so much power, so much of everything. And it makes me think back of when I had that experience when I was a teenager, and I was not able to understand the nucleus of the atom, how it worked, how actually the atom worked. And when I was shown by the Creator that when it split in half, and the nucleus in the center and the flame of it, he showed me that this nucleus was made what? It was love. Therefore, I am love. You are love. We are all love. And saying that, there is power in love more than we can even begin to fathom. There is so much behind the spectrum that we don't realize, that we don't know, because most people are just living their lives. They just go to work and come home and eat their food and watch a program and then just go to bed. Maybe take their dog for a walk and then go back again the next day, and they live from paycheck to paycheck. And most people don't have dreams, they just are surviving. I did that too. One time I had 3 jobs because I could not afford to take care of my children and myself by myself with 1 job, because I was by myself. So I worked at the health department. I was there for 8 hours. And then after that, I had another job. I worked at, I was on call. And at the time we had pagers, because we didn't have cells at that time. And I was on call from the different doctors to assist with women that were having deliveries, that wanted to have natural births, and etc. And I also had a little job working at a Flying J. It was a place where they had it was a gas station and also like a little restaurant for truckers. And I worked there till 11:30 at night. And I remember countless of times when I worked there in the summer, an entire summer, and I couldn't wait to be done at work. And I would take my things and my towel, and because I would go every day to the lake, and I would put everything down, and I would undress myself and just go skinny dipping in the water. And I was there for many hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. Sometimes I cried, sometimes I laughed, but that was the place where I would felt solace, and I felt healing, and nature helped me. I want to say that my church is nature. I have learned so many things throughout this experience called life. I'm kind of like a Jane of all trades. I can do a lot of things, and I can paint. I can, like, I know how to put tile. I know how to fix things. I can knit. I can sew. I can cook. I'm a gourmet cook, and I, not to brag, but I do these things. I like to bake. I used to do weddings, and I still do flower arrangements, and I do cakes, wedding cakes, and so a little bit of everything. I also do massage therapies and different things that I've learned throughout, these years. And gardening, because that's one of my passions, and I love writing. I've got 3 books that I've written, but nothing's been published yet. But I just want to tell you guys that through all this pain that I've gone through and the experience that I went through, I am my own cure. We have the solution. Within us lies a power that once you tap into it, see, we are spiritual beings before we are physical. And because we have this veil, or whatever you may want to call it, we cannot see past this here, right? But if you start tapping with yourself, if you become closer and have a relationship with your inner child, and you start doing work and your shadow work, and when I say shadow work, it's because we're dual people. We are duality, negative and positive, and we have sides to us that are negative, dark, and light. And so you want to work through those areas. And some people, like I said, you can go to therapy. I myself decided, I have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks that I've myself been my own therapist. I've spent hours and hours trying to figure out why I think that, why did I act this way, why did I felt this way. And so once you start putting things together, and you forgive yourself, and other people, and at the end of the day, no one's perfect. And for me, for my peace of mind, I let go of everything and everyone in my past that has affected me in a way that was detrimental to my life and to my little family. So those people were removed, and I do not have nothing to do with any of them, and I let them go and bless them and let God take care of them. And that's none of mine, never minds. Now my responsibility is to embrace my opportunities, and behind my imagination, behind the gates of my mind, there is so much vastness that I can't even begin to tell you. But something that is very important that I want you guys to understand is that to know yourself is to love yourself, to accept yourself, and not allow anyone, no one, to walk over you, to diminish your self-esteem. We need to own our divinity, our pride, our self-pride. Sometimes we're in relationships, we stay with them because we think, oh, that's the right thing to do. And we think, oh, because of financial, or because of this, because of that. But once we are realizing that this is not a happy place for us, because I feel that love is not the way that the world shows it to be. Unconditional love is the only love that should exist, because, like I said, we all are imperfect beings, and if we all were to understand and see the capacity of what we have inside of us, that we can um, aid another person, and you can walk together with this person in a path of having a family or whatever. You both are helping each other grow, and you allow that person be themselves, and they allow you to be themselves, and you each grow individually, and we grow together. But if you don't have this, and you're seeking other places and doing other things, and not being honest, for me, authenticity is vital in a relationship. Honesty is a must. You cannot, um, I mean, there has to be boundaries. You need to, first of all, put yourself in a pedestal, and then I'm here, and if you cannot meet these things that I have, my values and how I feel about life, then you don't come near me. You don't, people don't, they don't get to, I rather, I walk on my own. But then you learn discernment. You learn, your heart tells you. I feel very blessed that I can, I feel that all these years, and I've had this spiritual journey, I have dreams, and Father shows me many of the things that I've had, the dreams come true to life. And so I know about how people they are, and I'm shown that, you can trust this person, and my heart tells me you can trust that person, and now I know exactly who I can trust. I can look at you in the eye, and I will know if I can trust you. So you can't, not you, but I mean, you discover these things within you when you do your work. We're magical beings. We are creators ourselves, together with the Creator, and we can create our reality with love. For right now, I'm going to stop this video, and I will continue in some days again, and then I will share some more things with you, about how I've discovered these things in my life, and I'm very grateful for this time. And if you like, you can subscribe to the channel. I would love it, and I wish you guys to have a wonderful new week, and take care of yourselves, and keep on thinking beautiful thoughts, and just be happy and grateful, okay?